G'day. I'm down here in Victoria doing a bit of duck hunting, and I was lucky enough to get this nice black duck today, and for dinner tonight I'm going to attempt to make duck bow buns. We're going to cook the duck on the Osprey and steam up some buns in a pot. Right, so you can see I've brought the good table along. First things first, we've got to clean this duck up. What I like to do is take all the meat off the carcass and lay it flat. So this is how we do that. You got to run the knife along the breastbone on either side. I like to just split the skin first and find it. And you can just follow the bone very gently, bit by bit. Around the wishbone can be a little bit tricky, so you sort of just have to work around with your fingers, put the knife on a few different angles and just follow the bone around, just the tip of the knife. Right, once you've done that, we can keep working our way along. Sort of just use your knife to push it off the carcass. Down the back here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bit of a membrane from the cavity. You can separate the skin from that by just running your knife along gently. Sharp knife definitely helps. Right, now we've got it to this point, you'll have the wing and the leg joints. What you can do is grab the thigh, bend it back. It's got a bit of blood there from where it was shot. And then just work your knife into the joints, and it should come off pretty easily. Righto, once you've got it to that stage, you can try and get a little bit of fat around the back if you want, or you can just knock it off. There's one half done, and on to the other. Righto, there we have it, a black duck in two halves. So this would have to be my favourite camp cooking accessory of all time. It's so easy, it's easy to clean. All I do is throw it on the coals once you finish cooking, and it burns off all the residue. You do get a little bit of char on there, but that doesn't worry me. So what we'll do is sit these two pieces of duck roughly in the centre. Spread it out a little bit. Righto, and we can put the lid on. It's It's my first time filming myself do anything, and it seems really strange talking to a camera. Right, there we go. Now, for seasoning, I don't like to put too much on it, just a bit of salt and pepper's good. Rosemary's alright too if you like that. Okay. So salt and pepper on the meat side, and I only put salt on the skin side. I like to put a fair bit of salt on the skin side and just let it sit. Sort of think it helps it crisp up a bit, but when you're cooking over the coals, they really do all the work for you, and it usually turns out pretty good. Righto, so I'll just whack this to the side for a minute while the fire's burning down, and we'll get the bao buns out of the freezer ready to go. Okay, so for the bao buns, I've just got a pot, bit of water, and one of these little alfoil barbecue tin things. And the idea is just to put a bit of water in the bottom of my pot and then put the bao buns inside the tin foil, inside the pot, and just get them steaming away on the coals. Righto, here we go, fresh out of the angle. Someone getting a few ducks in the background. Hopefully we'll be able to fit all of these in here. Make it work. Righto, well, it looks a bit wild because it is, but should work, hopefully. So just plonk that in there. When the time comes, get it boiling. Okay, so now that the fire's burnt down a bit, we'll knock it down a little bit further and set up the Osprey and whack the ducks on. Changed my mind. It's still too much flame in the middle, but if we push this fella off to the side, should be right, I think. Okay, that's better. Still quite hot, so I'll just put it on the highest level for the time being. Let it start rendering down a bit, and as we get on, I'll put it a bit lower. Alright, I think that's done. Righto, we'll take it over to the ute and carve her up. Alrighty, here we go. So do get a little bit stuck to this sometimes, you just give it a little push and it comes off. go. Right, so now we've got a fork. We'll cut it into some sections. So the wings got a bit shot up, so there's a little bit of bone that we're going to have to cut around here. But it's the leg, thigh, and then the wing. Alright, now the rest is breast. We'll just slice that up thinly to go on our buns. Nice. Do the same with the other side. Righto, we'll go and check the buns. Ooh, they look pretty steamy. Nice and soft, calling it. Off we go. Now I'll have to put the camera down to do this part. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, got a little bit of water in there. I'm sure that'll be fine. That one is maybe not that fine. A bit soaked. Oh well. Give it a crack anyway. Okay. So for this part, choose the best one. These are probably a little bit overdone, but anyway, we'll get it next time. I didn't have the chance to go to the supermarket. It's been a pretty chaotic trip. But what I do have is some of this crispy chili oil, and it goes really well with this. So we'll whack a fair bit on, I reckon. Very nice. And a bit of the duck breast. And there you have it. Not too bad for the bush, I reckon. That's very good. Anyway, excuse me. I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner. Okay, hooroo.